Now comes the last part, Anurada pt3, which is here and here. Anurada is a Saturn influenced nakshatra. In a Mars sign of Scorpio, again, it's another Venus pada. Scorpio being the sign of transformation. In the house of the glory, of the shine. In the fifth house, fifth from the first, fifth from the action. And if Pisces was the first sign, the action would be the fifth house, and then this would be the ninth house. The fifth house is the natural house of Leo, the sun's ruling house. The sun being in rushing water, and Leo being in the second house of resource. Fifth house is 1, 2, 3, 4. Is the fourth house from where Leo is. Scorpio is 4 houses away from Leo. Both of these are fixed signs. With the sun being debilitated, being one behind the Leo, it's actually dissociated. So the sun is challenged by water. So the house of the sun is challenged by the house of fixed water, the house of transformation. The sun and the house of the sun, which is your soul, are challenged by the house of transformation. It's not helped by it. Fire is opposite of water. This transformation is transforming the water. It's helping the water. It's not helping the fire. It's influencing the people. It's not influencing the individual soul. Both here and here. It's challenged by it. The soul is here, fighting the onslaught of water. The fifth house is supposed to be the glory, the first achievement of the first house. In the house of transformation, in this case. However, while the sun itself is debilitated for that transformation, it's all about water. And by the way, as a side note, the 3 signs here of water have a very significant symbolism behind them. I don't know if you're aware of it. Everyone knows this word. And everyone knows it is broken up in this fashion. However, everyone believes this is what it means. The 3 gods of some culture. But the issue with that is that these 2 here are Egyptian. And this one here is Assyrian. It's not the same culture. There are other reasons, but I'm going to give you the deepest esoteric knowledge that I've come across as far as the reason, as far as the symbolism of this word. That is ice, Ra is air, that's steam, and El is liquid. Ra. Ra is also rush, rushing, and El. El is where Saturn is now. Discipline. In the 9th house, the house of religion, the house of purpose, the house of reason for this happening, and in emergency mode. Ra, El. And there's even a deeper meaning as well, which, in accordance with Sirius, involves this character, whose name became this, and this as well. this story, I've been looking for answers for a long time. And I finally got it once I realized that Esau is Esius, belonging to Es. And Es is also Is, is also Si. So this is Isius, belonging to Is. Belonging to Is. While this name becomes the hammer, as his name means, is separated as this way, and the suffix part, it means hammer in the language. And hammer is where we get the word cobble from. So this name means either Ya Kabul or Yaz Kabul. However, does this mean the cobble in the person's hand, or does it mean the cobble that is intended to be used on this person? And I'm going to get into this very soon, because this is a story we all need to realize what's going on. Let me finish this first. Going back to the fifth house and Scorpio and Anurada para 3. Scorpio being the sign of transformation, the eighth house, where August is placed in the calendar by the manipulation of man. It's the last chance. It's the point of no return. The final straw, the final proof in the pudding between what is your choice in the physical manifestation of this world. Do you pursue sexual lust, or do you control it and bring the energy back up for the holy reunion and the holy christening of the oil with the pineal? This way is lust between penis and yoni. This way is union between oil and pineal. This is in terms of where you point your business at in the body. The final straw of the Christ oil that comes down the body, this says, do I spill it or do I preserve it? That's where this is at. That's this Mars. It is fixed. This is iron. This is cold iron right here. And Saturn rules Anurada. Saturn influences here. Holy inside Scorpio. Just as Mercury's Jesta. Both of these are in Scorpio. In this water sign. The sign of people and your control of emotion. Saturn being here is about extending the hand towards other people, because Saturn is always about the other people, the lowly person, the poor person, the unfortunate, not the government. It is supposed to be the governing of everyone so that there are no poor people. But instead, there are. So with you being here, you extend yourself to the lowly, to the poor, to the unfortunate, giving them your friendship, extending your hand. But if this tragedy comes and you become the unfortunate, then government's going to come in and provide that stability for you, that extended hand. This is for the interconnection of the outside world to the inside of you. This is the sign, this is the sense of fair play, where what's unfair happened to you, but now the influence of Venus is going to come in the 12th house of Jupiter, of Zeus's house, of detachment, with Jupiter enlarging, engorging, engrossing Venus here. This is the hand of understanding coming in with Venus here. This is in Libra. This is the hand of the law, of creating new laws, where you are open for interaction here, because it is the energy of the people. So in this, they are looking to create the storm of the outside as a transformational point where the government can come in and solve the problem of the country with the resources available as a helping hand to the poor. That's the path that they're trying to take here, that they're trying to show you. Whereas in the other direction, for material wealth, you begin here as the storm coming in from the outside that will reflect a new reality to government extending its hand with the resources best suited for emergencies and rescue in the name of a new trust that will transform the person doing it instead of the person receiving it as the new best work, as the new reality. Because remember, this here is all about, is back here, it's about the story, because it is Jupiter driven in Pisces. This is a dissociation of reality. This is, as Kapil Raja put it, J.R.R. Tolkien. It's also Shakespeare, Dickens. This is the poison nakshatra, as the Pashnugiri has put it. Ardra, because Ardra is also the poison nakshatra, not just a storm, but also of poisons. Made big in Pisces, in the liquids of people. These are poisons that test the norms as a new story, as fantasy tests the norms of reality with dragons, or Dickens does with ghosts. These are the poisons that test the norms, that tests the body in the world of fantasy creatures, okay, such as the Kraken. So either way, this is the path they're trying to take. And this is the path that you can find in your own chart that will save you, so that it's not government doing this, but you know the energy that they're doing and you can deny it. Oop, this is step 2 they're doing. This is step 3 they're doing. This is step 1. But you have to see what step 1 is. Step 1 you can't get away from. It's these other steps you have to realize what they're doing and bounce it back. But if you want to know how to answer it, okay, go to this page. Go to the bottom here where you have all these choices you can make. By the way, the 144 degree is called the biquintile, where 72 is the quintile, the 5th position. 144 is the biquintile, this 10th position, basically. You go here to the Ayanamsa, and you go down to True Revati. True Revati moves everything over. Everything gets shifted over a little bit in True Revati. And I will explore this in a future video. But in here, you have different points. Here you have, instead of the end of Ardra, it begins in Punarvasu Para 1. This is the higher value of Sirius. And if you do it this way, and redo the chart, you'll see an Anuradha Para 4. Anuradha Para 4, for instance, with Scorpio and Mars. Here is where you say to yourself, wait a minute, this is where you question everything. This is the point where you can say, in Mars, hold on here. I'm open to looking deep into the problem here. What is really going on? What is the transformation they're trying to give me so I can transform myself? Rather than make a contract with an outside force, a new law, this is going to come from me. The whole story changes with this. But I'll leave that for you to look into. But that's what's going to happen tomorrow. Good threading, everyone.